The pop rappers of the early 2010s were heavy hitters when it came to radio hits. There was an abundance of them. We all know the formula, a sometimes corny or sometimes good rap verse, with a popular or distinctive singer nailing the catchiest hooks into your head. Sometimes the rappers simply acted as a placeholder, to build momentum to the radio-ready hook. Other times they delivered, and they were all noticeable faces. Pitbull, b.o.b, Flo Rida, but also one of the most prolific pop rappers of that time was Travie Mccoy. Frontman of the rap pop band, Gym Class Heroes, his branding was just a bit different from his peers. If any of the rappers from that era could have survived the move towards dark pop and moody trap beats, I feel it's him. He wasn't overly flashy, and he surely wasn't super zealous in most of his tracks, like Pitbull for example. He was a bit more laid back. In 2003, Gym Class Heroes was signed to Fueled by Ramen. Travie was the frontman and rapper of the group. The group would prove to be successful, achieving notable hits like Cupid's Chokehold and Close Off. After the group became more visible, Travie decided he wanted to try a solo career. I feel like his solo career is kind of like Nicole Scherzinger going solo. It's more of a name change than anything, and attempting to break away from the powerful brand your group has. Travie was a troubled figure though, and he struggled a lot with addiction. He stated that he became addicted to pharmaceuticals at the age of 15, and his addiction is something that would constantly interfere with his personal life and career. Travie famously dated Katy Perry for a few years. The rapper admitted that he chose drugs over their relationship, and their relationship is allegedly the inspiration behind Katy Perry's song, Circle the Drain, where she goes in on him. Travie responded by saying, "I heard she put out a song that's about me, or about some old habits or whatever. And I look at it like this, I'm just stoked that she finally has a song with some substance on her record. Good job." He clearly was passive aggressive about the track. In 2010, Travie would embark on his solo career. Initially aiming for a sad record due to his breakup with Katy, he would change directions. At the time of the album, he was also recovering from his addiction. His leadoff was a laid-back reggae-tinged pop song titled Billionaire, featuring Bruno Mars. Bruno was working on some ideas, the label sent the song over to Travie, he loved it and recorded it. Bruno Mars spoke about the inspiration of the song. The inspiration behind Billionaire was, "I was tired of spending half my day worrying about what I can and can't spend on whatever. I wouldn't have to worry about, I can't afford to get breakfast, so I'll wait until lunchtime to eat. If I was a billionaire, none of that would matter. I'd be eating diamond cereal." It's funny to think that Bruno Mars is probably actually rich enough to do that now. The song was a huge hit for both artists who were gaining momentum with their solo careers. The song would surge to the top 5 position on the charts in the UK, the USA, and Australia. However, his follow-up singles would not make the same impact. Songs like Need You and We'll Be Alright were poppier and cheery, and had much less rapping than his most popular work. In 2010, he released his solo debut album, titled Lazarus. The album didn't make much of an impact, especially considering his work with his group. A lot of people thought this was the end of Gym Class Heroes, he says. "And I was trying to take the momentum we've built and use it for my own selfish desires. That's not the case at all." He would eventually center his focus back on Gym Class Heroes, and the song Stereo Hearts featuring Adam Levine would put the group back on the map. And As Back Home featuring Neon Hitch would continue their momentum. Neon Hitch easily steals the show with this song. The Fighter alongside Ryan Tedder would also find its way to the top 30 on the charts. It's a pretty mild motivational pop rap anthem. Despite the commercial success of the singles, the album as a whole was not as well received. The Paper Cut Chronicles 2 would turn out to be the group's last album, as they entered into a prolonged hiatus. Travie would later reveal more about his drug addiction. The rapper opened up about his addiction to pharmaceuticals in 2017. After he tore his ACL, he was put on Oxycontin and sent home with a supply. The first time he ran out, he got very sick from withdrawals. Travie would eventually quit cold turkey. He was clean for a year before he relapsed, and being that the pills were so expensive, he then turned to heroin. He now states that he's officially clean, but it took him hitting rock bottom and the birth of his niece to kick his habit. There have been rumbles of a Gym Class Heroes reunion throughout the years, but nothing has come of it. Their 2005 hit Cupid's Chokehold had a TikTok resurgence in 2021. Travie, on the other hand, has made his return. In 2021, he signed to Hopeless Records. He is set to release his album Never Slept Better soon. His new work isn't as overtly pop as the work he is known for, and he talks about a lot of personal topics in his new music.